going on, folks? Devon Banks here in the Bass Basement, and I'm just gonna go over a couple baits that are always on my deck, whether it's a tough tournament or I need to get that fifth fish close to the ramp to limit out for that day. These are two baits that I always go to. First bait that I always go to when I need to get that fifth fish, tough tournament, or I just need to start off the day with a bite and get some confidence going for the day, is a shaky head. And I go with the 1/8 ounce Berkley shaky head right there, super sharp hook, and it has a keeper right there. And I go with the 4.75 bottom hopper. Green pumpkin is usually the first color that I go with. That's a very basic color that fish are attracted to, and it's a confidence color for me. One thing that I may do to this bait just to give it more attraction is add a bit of dye to the tail here, chartreuse, just to give a target for those fish. So as this bait is on the bottom, they can see it working and come and inspect it and bite it. Here's the finished product right here. And this is just a small shaky head setup that when I'm fishing up north, this is where I go to. If I'm down south, I'll definitely go to the 6-inch version, but the 4.75 version is a confidence one for me, and I like to go with that. And this bait, I'm able to skip this under docks and work it on the bottom. And this is a bait that as it goes right into the water, it's going to go directly to the bottom and be worked in that fashion. And those fish are going to be more relating to the bottom, and they'll be able to strike it that way, and we'll be able to get them in the boat. The next bait that I use in the same areas that I use the shaky head, which is sparse grass, docks, wood, any type of cover that creates some sort of a shade line, but really primarily docks. With that shaky head, I'm also going to use Berkley's the General, and this is the 5-inch version. A couple colors I like to go with, but my confidence color goes back to that green pumpkin hue. This is the General, and this is in baby bass color. And I sort of do a 1-2 punch with these two baits. The first bait is a shaky head. I'm working that on the bottom, and then this bait right here, I'm going to rig this wacky style with a 1/0 Fusion 19 drop shot hook. So here's the hook right here. It's super sharp, and what I want to do is I want to stick this hook right into the egg sac, and I'm going to whip this bait under docks, sparse grass, anything that has somewhat of a shade line, all types of docks. And what this bait is going to do is that it's going to skip under docks very well, but also it's going to have a very nice pulse as it goes down to the water column and goes to the bottom. So this bait, the fish are looking up, and that's going to attract them as well. And it has that dying bait fish profile, and they come up, inspect it, and then they eat it. One other thing that I may do, I may add a 1/32 or 1/64 nail weight into this bait just to give it a quicker fall down to the bottom. It all depends on how deep those docks are in. So 1/64 or 1/32 weight, so that way it will go down to the bottom, and then that's more of a like a Nico rig presentation. But I like to start off with the shaky head first, and then I go with this bait right here, the wacky rig Berkley the General 5-inch in baby bass color. Real easy, 1/0 Berkley Fusion 19 drop shot hook, and this bait does catch them. Like I said, the premise of me fishing these two baits is the one to get a bite in the morning, to get the confidence going, or if I need that fifth fish or the day is just tough, I'll work a dock pattern until I get 5 fish and then figure out what else is going on through the day. So those are two baits that are just one that I have high confidence in, and there's a reason why I use these baits, just to get a quick limit, get that fifth fish, or just to see what the fish activity is that day. And if they're under docks because of it's hot, sunny, or that's where the bluegills are at and that's what they're feeding on, or maybe it's a cloudy day and they're just roaming the shade lines and they're making pit stops at docks, and you're able to present these two baits to them while they're there and they'll eat it. So those two baits are key. Use these components right here and I guarantee you'll be able to catch more fish during tough conditions and when they're definitely on that dock pattern.